Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Well, hello, children. What's happening, everybody? Is my mic working? Hopefully. Jesus Christ. I want to film Junkee live on your Monday, March 21st. How's everybody doing? We good. Monday's over with, as always. Now it's time to just unwind and let's talk some movies. Yeah. What is that? All right. How's it going, everybody? Hey, who's out there? What's going on? We got an East Coaster right here, Mr. Mark Keller. How's it going? Well, thank you. I love you too. And we got Mr. Ryan right here replaying Arkham City. Cool. It's a banger. You kids in your internet lingo. Your bangers, your drips, your bras, all that stuff. How's it going, Zed? Doing pretty good. How you doing? Zed's there, Ryan's there. What's going on, Jose? Monday people, so you a 2 donation shots, huh? Well, I got my wine right here. I don't know if that really counts, but cheers. All right, well, when it comes to the next vodka stream, I'll give you a shot for you. What's going on, Mr. Eric Patterson? How's it going? Thank you. Hopefully you guys checked out the Casual Batman review. It is up on the channel, finally, right? Should have been up last week, but what's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Hey, we got Wonder Meg here. Celebrity in the house. How you doing, Wonder Meg? Good to see you. And then, of course, we have Mr. Eric right here talking about 1980s action flick, aviators, all that stuff. Wonder Meg, hi. Whoa. This thing always jumps. Got Mr. JD. We got Lego Batman in here. You'll enjoy the Batman review. Yes. What's going on, Tyler? We got Jesse. Hello there, Lockazoo. How you doing? All right. So then we got Kat right here. Yes. Ooh, it is BVS anniversary week. That's true. True that. Maybe we should do a live watch of that on Friday. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be cool. No, I actually do have a guest lined up for this Friday, so can't exactly do that. But, Hey, we got Nighthawk. Nighthawk is here, guys. Watch out. Nighthawk is here. We got Mr. Toys. You're only Indonesian. Are you the only one? Well, good for you, man. Thank you for being the only one. The only one. Spread the word, though. Spread the word to the people. Spread the word to the people. Let's do that. What kind of wine? Oh, it's a Cabernet. That's what I like to drink. It just goes good with the, I'm going to have a steak after this. Goes good with steak. At least that's what they say. Who knows? I'm no wine expert. And it's Yellowtail from the land down under. Yeah, I don't drink that California shit. I mean, I do, but, I like non-California stuff. A lot of non-California stuff. What's going on, Sco? Good to see you. Yes, it very much is a very amazing movie. It's up. So is Keaton's Batman going to appear for Batgirl instead of the Flash? He's going to appear in both. That's what's happening. There you go. Rosemary's here. Loved your Casual Batman review. Hey, yes. I'll tell him that. I think he's drunk somewhere. But, yes. Thank you guys for joining in. Of course, we got, smash that like, thumbs up. All that stuff. Become a member if you want to. We do a members-only post-show stream every Tuesday, and then, get some goodies and stuff with that. I'll probably, I'm trying to do is more exclusive stuff on the Patreon, which if you want to support the pirate ship, it's right there. Trying to put outtake bits on there and everything. And, yes, there will definitely be some outtakes posted. I'll probably post it for members also, so I'm going to post the outtakes from that Casual Batman review. It was a struggle. It definitely was a struggle, and you'll see part of that struggle because, like I told you guys, that was when that little bug that was attacking my face, I shot that 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's when when I was struggling through that, when something was just attacking my sinuses and my head, it just started that day, with the day I decided to try to eat an entire pizza in a Batman mask. So, yeah, that was a struggle. So you'll see some of the struggle right there with the outtakes. But yes, so I'll be posting that for members and patrons right there. So expect that probably by sometime this weekend. I'm going to try to shoot for Thursday, but if not, it'll be definitely it'll be definitely this weekend. I'll post those right there. And do all that. And then if you're watching not live, guess what? Everything's all chaptered out for you. If you don't want to listen to me, talking bullshit at the beginning of all this, because So hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. Went to an arcade. Went to and had some delicious food. Spot over here that's like a big food court, and many things to choose. And I chose to have this delicious chicken sandwich and fried pickles. That's right, I love fried pickles. It was absolutely amazing. And then went to next door to an arcade that has old and new games, which was pretty damn cool. So yeah. Did a lot of that. That was a lot of fun. Did some skee ball and some hoop shooting as well. And then a lot of pinball. They had a lot of pinball machines in there. So definitely a lot of fun. And definitely want to do that again because, arcades, man, they like disappeared. But now it seems like they're coming back. It seems like their arcades are coming back. And there's just something about arcades. I mean, use your hand sanitizer as soon as you leave. That's for damn sure. But something really cool about those arcades. So, anyways, all right, let's get this party started. Should have set up my tweets. Forgot to set up the tweets. Hold on a sec, because yes, it is Monday, so there's plenty of tweets to go through right here and seeing what's happening. A lot of stuff that was talked about over the weekend. Let's see. Keep going. Where's a good place to start right here? I think, let's see. I'm trying to find a spot right here. I think, let's start it right here. Was it Friday? That was Friday, right? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, no, we'll start it right here. All right, we'll start it right here with Mr. Scott McClellan's tweet, because he got something cool, because he always gets the cool toys. Yep. Actually, go back. Let me turn that off right there. There we go. All right, Scott McClellan right here. Look at this. Cinema. He got himself a piece of the film right there. He definitely did for the Batman. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I would love some of that right there. So Scott posted that earlier. And yes, guys, I watched the first 2 episodes of the Halo series. You can catch my real quick reaction to those first 2 episodes. Yeah, I was lucky to get a screener for that. And, I think it has potential, but it was a little kind of, all right, not as, it felt Sci-Fi Channel-y is what I pretty much said. So I was like, okay, we'll see if it gets better, but it definitely has a story that they're really going for in this, in that series. So, so it's going to be interesting to see the reception to that. Pretty interesting. I know people are kind of complaining already, but what can you do? Love this right here. Comic book panels of the second Flight 2.0 right here, and from Zack Snyder Justice League collaboration. Mariano right here, collaborated with Mr. Chris right here. Arigada. I never got to say his name right. Great art right there. You got to love it. We were all celebrating, of course, on Friday, and I was trying to retweet as much art as I could. We got Ryan Lewis right here with this really cool poster. Anti-Life, all that. That's pretty awesome right here. Apparently, Harley Quinn Season 3 will pay homage with a love letter episode to Batman the Animated Series, says co-creator Patrick Shoemaker. So that's going to be interesting. We even got some original backgrounds from the show that we use in the episode. So looking forward to that. Because obviously, do the weekly stream that is Batman the Fanimated. Hi, Mom. I see you. Mama Film Junkie is here. Good to see you, Mom. Yay. She made it. And you know what, guys? Thank you so much to everybody. And, this was a lot of fun. We raised over $2,600 for the vodka stream. That was the Zack Snyder's Justice League Live Watch. You guys are awesome. Cheers to you. Holding up my glass of wine for you guys. Thank you to everybody who donated. Everybody out there in the chat that donated, thank you very much. Did not expect to raise that much. I wasn't sure how much was going to be raised. I was like, all right, maybe we'll get past 1,000. And we were already almost at 1,000 before the movie even started. So that was great. Absolutely great. And Ohio Dave, he raised $1,700, I think it was, when it came to his stream. So about, over $4,000 for both of those streams right there. So not too shabby at all. That was really cool. All right, we got that. We got some people making some edits right here. Diana right here made War of the SnyderVerse right here that basically goes through everything, which is pretty cool. We got Nicotina right here teasing his project Justice League when it comes to some Riddler stuff right here. So be on the lookout for that. We got some behind the scenes of the Batman right here on that stage, showing that madness right there. I love this right here, 1 year anniversary. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Ray Fisher tweeting this out, the football scene right here, which was absolutely fantastic. Love that scene. So that was a good shot right there. Good group shot. Of course, we're going to be talking about that and everything, so should be good. Oh, Snappies, that's when that came about. And, yeah, hopefully you guys are watching Spider-Man No Way Home. You could pre-order the Blu-ray, I guess, but you can actually download it digitally right now, so that's cool. Right here, though, it's like a lot of people got fooled. Discussing Film put Andrew Garfield as the Amazing Peter number 3. Some people thought they announced Amazing Spider-Man 3, and they were like, "What?" It's a good little montage of the first 2 movies, and then of course Spider-Man No Way Home added in there, which is cool. You gotta love this. You gotta love this shot right here. I mean, now we have 8. We have 8 official images of the Justice League right here. How can you not love this? How can you not love every little bit of this? Look at this. Live action. Looking just cinematic as fuck. That's right. Zack Snyder did this. Zack Snyder. I don't know if you know who that guy is, but he's a good guy. He brought that. He brought all that. That was great. Absolutely fantastic. So good job on him. We'll talk about that, of course. We have Cape Cast doing like a cool little. They did a cool little video right here showing the collectibles and everything. Can't play the music, get that copyright. Harry Lennox celebrating the 1 year anniversary of Zack Snyder's Justice League right there, like showing a clip of the Martian Manhunter. We got Ray Porter showing some art right here, celebrating. It was a good day. It's a good day. Hey, we have some more Keith Christensen, the Batman concept art. Apparently, he was mocking up some Batwing stuff right here, so that's pretty cool. That is really cool. And this is pretty cool right here, too. I mean, Tom Holland, I know some people aren't maybe not fans of him, but the fact of the matter is he's very acrobatic. So he's doing a lot of this shit. The original photography of Tom going through this, and we did it in different passes, too. So Tom, again, doing a lot of his own stunts, would run through the pass and jump on walls and trampolines and do the original photography. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Good on Tom. Good on Tom. Us United. We got an IMAX poster for the Batman right here, which is gorgeous. Absolutely. We got some concept art too. And then we got a digital Batmobile right there. Look at the boys right here throwing a little shade. The Boys official Twitter handle says nothing against lassos, but this season requires a fucking sword. Yeah, can't wait for The Boys season 3. Jesus Christ. Season 3, right? This is adorable. Cosplay with the little young ones right here. Love it. Grace cosplay. She posted this image right here. The Trinity, the little Trinity right there. Just absolutely adorable. You got to love that. Got to love that. Then we got some art right here. Restore the SnyderVerse. Darkseid and Aquaman right there. Pretty cool stuff. This is pretty cool right here. Look at this. Majestic dolphins riding the waves. Anyways. And then this is some old Batman testing animation right here, which looks pretty cool. And then, yes, here's our Green Lanterns right here, which, of course, is the main topic, talking about Green Lantern in the SnyderVerse right here. And then we got this pretty cool, showing Vic right here. Football, crying, becoming, and then, becoming Cyborg, breaking the tape recorder, then reinstating it, and then the smile right there. Good art. Great art right there. Pretty good stuff. Then we got all that stuff, people talking about the streams and everything. It's good stuff. Of course, people asking Mr. Barry Keoghan about Joker and the Batman, which he can't talk about. He still can't talk about. And you got these two rascals right here. who've been friends forever, and now, they've played Spider-Man and Batman. Pretty crazy stuff. Concept art of Gotham City, which looks really cool right here. I'll tell you, Matt Reeves made just wonders when it came to Gotham City and the Batman. And then, of course, Zack Snyder posting on the day of the 1-year anniversary right there. This means something. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. AFSP right there. Showing the 2 dates. The date that we all came together and tweeted out release the Snyder Cut, including Ben, Gal, Jason Momoa, all those guys. And so that's that date right there, the 17th. And then, of course, the official date that it came out. That's cool stuff. So Zach and Deborah, she also posted it on Vero, celebrating the 1-year anniversary. Lee Bermejo posting this beautiful image of Batman right here. Reflection in the water. There's a lot of things happening in this art right here, which just looks absolutely gorgeous. Got all that. This is pretty crazy right here. Glorious Pictures. I mean, they're making they're doing something right here with VFX and just basically reconstructing Wayne T. Carr's face for something. Holy shit. How long does that take you to do right there? Creepy at the same time, not gonna lie, but a good kind of creepy. But yeah, they're doing some crazy stuff right there. Glorious Pictures. But yes, there's the final tally right there. $2,640 right there. That was raised. So cheers again, guys. Cheers again. Absolutely fun stream. Scott and I, we got pretty damn blitzed taking those shots at Jameson. We did. But we survived. We survived. Lenny Kravitz, Jason Momoa. Man, these two are they're buddies. Even though that they've, they've had the same wife at one point. It's but hey, whatever. That's cool. They ride. Brothers for life. Gotta love that. Of course, he did Batman the Fanimated, all that stuff. Did you guys see this video right here? Somebody decided to jump a Tesla, and it didn't quite work out for them. Whee! Fuck! Right. Wow. Wow. Good job. Good job. And you can't even hear, obviously it's a Tesla, but man, got some pretty crazy air, and it just... Ouch. I wonder if Elon Musk has seen that video. I bet you he would laugh his ass off if that was the case. Jesus, wow. Crazy. And then somebody posted this, which, you know what? Bryan Cranston as Mr. Freeze, I would absolutely love it. I don't know why. It's kind of funny, though, how they posted an image of him with hair. It's post an image of him bald. Plenty of those. You're goddamn right. Can you imagine him as Mr. Freeze? A lot of people wanted him as Luthor at one point. But Mr. Freeze, Victor Freeze, why not? Look at this dumbass right here. Jesus Christ. That guy. Casual Batman. We got some cool little art from AJ's right here. Yeah. Man, remember the whole world was going to become Justice League at one point. Yes, in Justice League 3. It's going to be something amazing. And then Mr. Bruce Wayne right here. He helped make some of this art right here. But yeah, this is just a collection of different people's art celebrating, of course, Zack Snyder's Justice League and the continuation of it right there, which I love. Love that people are still continuing right there. Unmask the Truth. We got the Batman right here. David F. Sandberg showing his favorite behind-the-scenes photo, which is actually a GIF. Yeah, I love this guy. This guy, him and Ryan Reynolds need to make a movie together. I'm just saying. And then thank you, Mom. This guy's a hero. All right? All right, you fucking pineapple people out there. This man is a hero who made this pizza. Okay, so they ordered a pizza, and apparently the person who made the pizza said, couldn't bring myself to put pineapple on it. That's gross. Sorry. And then gave some money back. Thank you. This man's a hero. Okay? No pineapple on pizza. Stop it. Stop the madness with a pineapple on the pizza. Yes, I know Zack is okay with it. I don't care. I'll tell him to stop that too. Don't need no sweet. Ugh. Why do you need sweet on it? Ugh. You don't need sweet. You'd sue them? No. No. Ugh. So gross. I don't know. I just like, you know what? I don't mind pineapple like by itself. I mean, well, first off, I don't know if we should even be eating pineapple because look at the fucking thing. Pineapple tries very hard for people to not eat it. It looks like it came out of the devil's ass. Jesus. It's all spiky and pruny. Why would somebody want to eat that? Hey, let's cut that thing open and eat whatever's inside it. Why? Jesus Christ. It looks like it's from hell. So let's put it on a pizza. Why are you putting it on a pizza? Come on. Jesus Christ. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it with the pineapple. Anyways. Hey, look it. There's Jim Carrey and Val Kilmer from Batman Forever. Oops. Oh, shit. Sorry. God damn it. I always do that. All right. There we go. Then Joker's Wild, of course. And there we go. So Francis Ford Coppola. So with everybody that keeps on asking these legendary directors on what they're, when it talks about like CBMs or superhero movies or anything like that, Jesus Christ. Nobody mentions Deadpool. And apparently, according to Francis Ford Coppola, he liked Deadpool. That's right. Francis Ford Coppola, the man himself, the icon himself, says that he actually really enjoyed Deadpool, which he should. So here's his quote right here. He says, "I like Deadpool. I thought it was amazing. Cinema is supposed to illuminate contemporary life and make us understand what's going on. So we need the artist to give us a vision of what's going on." There you go. I like it. The fact that Francis Ford Coppola said that, he gave praise to Deadpool. Of all CBMs, he gave praise to Deadpool. That's pretty damn cool right there. So, as he should. And speaking of Deadpool, look at this right here. I don't know if anybody noticed this Easter egg. I didn't, but from the Atom Project, you have Hulk and, of course, a Deadpool sticker right here. And we have, of course, Hulk and Deadpool right there. So that's pretty cool. Like that little Easter egg right there. Just let Ryan Reynolds do his thing for Deadpool 3, please. Kevin Feige, Disney, all those. Yeah, you're fine. We're good. Okay. Hey, Vintage Justice League right here. That's pretty cool. I like that. Old school. Gotta love it. And then, yes, guys, hopefully you checked out the Batman reviewing, or Casual Batman reviewing the Batman and eating a Batman pizza. Hopefully you guys checked it out. If you haven't, do it right after the stream. And then look at this, guys. Godzilla vs. Kong sequel to film, to shoot later this year in Australia. More MonsterVerse is on the way, according to Variety right here. So, I don't know why it's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, it's a sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. I mean, I guess it's going to get to a point where they team up because it's not going to be Godzilla vs. Kong again because they teamed up at the end when they were taking on whatchamacallit, the other Godzilla, the robotic Godzilla, mech Godzilla or whatever. But yeah, so apparently it warranted a sequel right here. The highly skilled crews for first-rate facilities and unique locations make filming in Australia a great experience. The support from both the federal government as well as Queensland has always been critical to our success in achieving a high level of filmmaking and an unparalleled audience experience. Data from Box Office Mojo shows Godzilla vs. Kong grossed $101 million in North America and $468 globally. So, I mean, it made money, and then, of course, it was apparently a big hit on HBO Max. So I guess, yeah, they're going to continue it. But it's like, what are they going to exactly do when it comes to that? What are they going to exactly do when it comes to a sequel? I mean, is Mothra going to be? She's going to come back, right? Which big monsters do you want to see? Is it going to just be like a crazy fight? I don't know what's going to be happening with this, but just let Junkie XL, of course, score it again because I thought the Godzilla vs. Kong score was great. Some great visuals, great visual effects. But what always plagues these movies is when they try to do too much with the human characters. They try to do too much, but then, of course, if you don't do enough, then it's just they're just. it's not. I don't know. It's such a balance. How do you balance? I thought what Mr. O'Connor did, right? I always forget who's the director of Godzilla. Gareth Edwards or Gavin O'Connor. I can never remember which one actually did it. But Godzilla 2014, I thought nailed how to balance human characters with the monsters. I thought that's why that is my favorite movie of the MonsterVerse is Godzilla 2014, because they did a good job of balancing the human characters and the monsters, and really captured the scope of it. Edwards, there it is. Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Yes. But yeah, that's why I love that movie. I mean, the other movies are great, but I mean, it's big monster disaster porn, to be honest. But that's what's always the hardest thing about that is to balance the characters out. So yeah, we'll see what they're gonna call that one, but I don't think it's not gonna be Godzilla versus Kong. I'm sure it's gonna be something, it's gonna be called something different. I think they're okay with each other now, right? They teamed up at the end. We'll see. I'm still team fucking King Kong, okay? I'm team hairy nipples, as I always say. Anyways, hey, no pressure. The writer or the creator of course, Squid Game. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name because I don't want to, mispronounce like I always do. But he admits that he hasn't started writing season 2 yet, and he says I'm still brainstorming. I feel kind of no pressure. This guy, he probably wasn't expecting to do a sequel, even though he left it open for a sequel series, I guess you say, a sequel season. But it's like, where do you go from here? I mean, the big draw of Squid Game was the fact that of just the actual games. It's like, okay, but now that we've seen the whole thing, we see it all play out, and it was absolutely glorious. It was insane. It's like, what else do you do when it comes to that? I mean, if you saw the ending of it, it's like, yeah, they do kind of leave it open, but at the same time, it's like, okay, but where do you go from the first season? Where do you go? I don't know. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what he ends up doing, man. What's he going to end up doing? Who knows? And Chris Stuckman, man. I've been following Chris Stuckman. Chris Stuckman, I will say, is one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel. I used to watch his reviews all the time and saw him grow into a revered critic, even though he did write a line that did say, "Tell that to Zod's neck." I know. Tell that to Zod's snap neck, I should say. I know. I remember everybody kind of gave him shit about that. But he knew that, it was something quick that he did. And he knew that it was ridiculous when it came to writing like a little blurb for like another entry into the SnyderVerse. Tell that to Zod's snap neck. But the guy's an aspiring filmmaker, and apparently he's going to be making a movie called Shelby Oaks. And on Kickstarter, basically, he was going for I think $250,000, and he blew right past it. I think he's over $600,000 right now for his movie. So congratulations to Chris Stuckman. And I'm actually kind of curious to see what his film's going to be about here. I mean, what it's going to look like. The film will chart the story of a fictional mid-2000s U.S. investigative team called the Paranormal Paranoids. So it's going to be like a found footage type a movie right there. So congrats to Mr. Chris Stuckman right there. I like it. And then, of course, we got Ben Stiller is going to be, he might be playing Jack Torrance in a West End stage adaptation of Stephen King's The Shining. I could see it. I could totally see it. Ben Stiller saying, "Here's Johnny." Yeah, I could totally see that. Totally see that. And hey, how adorable is Amy Adams? I don't remember seeing this. But this is great.
Try a bit, Amy Adams. Let's see it with a girl's voice.
I actually want to sound like Batman. Do you bleed?
That's great. She's so cute. My God. She's so cute. Do you bleed? That's hilarious. I love it. And then we got Christina Ricci. She's been cast in Tim Burton's Wednesday series for Netflix. Ricci will play a new character whose details are under wraps. I remember there was something that came out a little bit ago that said Christina Ricci might be actually cast as Morticia in Wednesday, but I don't think, I mean, if she's going to play a new character, I mean, obviously it's not going to be Morticia, which I don't think she should play Morticia. She should play somewhere else, but it's kind of cool that she played Wednesday in the original movies, so now she's going to be in Wednesday the series, so that's cool. And yeah, this guy right here, is that Hulk? No, let me show you Hulk right there. Yeah, I think we can all agree that the Incredible Hulk movie, that's the best version of Hulk that we've got. Not this right here. Not this. Yeah, smash. Yeah, ugh. I mean, I get it, but Jesus Christ. And then, yesterday was the 36th anniversary of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. We have James Gunn right here tweeting it out. Totally forgot that yesterday was the anniversary of it, so that's pretty cool. 36 years ago. Changed comics. Changed, of course, Batman and even Daredevil. That's what Frank Miller did, guys. And talk about tweets that age poorly. Love is sharing a password. Netflix actually tweeted that, but now they're going to get rid of that because money. Money. And then this was a very random headline right here from Breaking 911. Pancake and waffle mix may contain bits of cable. So then cable guy. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, cool. And how fucked up is this? Jesus Christ. Hell no, as Chris Tucker would say. A Friday prequel is in the works for HBO Max. Comedian Drewski and rapper Vince Staples are attached to be the leads. And Ice Cube said this is blasphemy. Remember? Okay, because Ice Cube, I think he was trying to get the rights to Friday or something like that, wanted to do another sequel. Chris Tucker didn't want to do it. So that kind of fell off, but there's been like a whole struggle when it comes to Ice Cube and wanting to do another Friday movie. And now, I guess Warner Brothers is like, well, we're going to do a prequel because why not? Let's do a prequel to Friday with two different comedians that I guess are supposed to look like both of them. I don't know if they're supposed to be the younger version of that. I don't know. But that sounds dumb. And now that you have Ice Cube kind of going, what? It's blasphemy. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's dumb. Yeah, fuck that, man. Fuck that. This was a troll tweet. Ice Cube fell for it. Oh, it's a troll tweet. Oh, see, and I fell for it too. Thank you, Jose. So this is a troll tweet. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jose, for catching that. All right, cool. So this is not, I was about to say, because that would be stupid. That would be dumb. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers was like, yeah, we're going to do a prequel. So, all right, good. Thank you for adding that. Because I just saw that and I was like, okay, trolls catch on to trolls. There you go. So we're good. We're in the clear. Thank you, Jose, for clearing that up. I saw that and I was like, oh shit, that's bad. What's going on, Captain Gator Girl? And then this this is hilarious. I mean, my God. Look at this. So this is what an owl looks like after being caught in the rain. Owls are pretty beautiful and majestic, but man, when the fur or the feathers get matted down, this is what an owl. I mean, this guy. I mean, you just hear the whop 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 whop. I mean, my God, that's creepy. It's creepy looking, huh? I mean, and then whoever's taking the picture, he's looking at that person going, really? You're going to take a fucking picture of me in this state? What the fuck? I saw that image. I started cracking up because it's just, there's so much emotion in those eyes and that face. It is cute. It is cute, but it's like, it's just so ridiculous. So good. I love this right here. This is how it should have ended right here, right? Batman just bam, right there. Directed by Zack Snyder. Love it. Love that. Some Jack Kirby. Look at that. Look at that right there. This Jack Kirby Twitter handle posted this old school picture right here with some Avengers right there. It's pretty cool. Hey, first teaser for Avatar 2 will reportedly be attached to Doctor Strange. Makes sense. Attach it to the next big movie, and the fact that Disney owns both, of course it's going to be. So there you go. Teaser. Avatar 2. I know some people are like, fucking who knows. I guess we'll find out. We'll see what's going to be happening with that teaser. But yes, reportedly, and it makes sense that the first teaser for Avatar 2 will be attached to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm curious to see what Jimmy Cam, what has he got in store for us? But there you go, guys. Here we go. And then, if you're ever wondering how they made that freeway scene, in the Batman right here? Well, apparently they just, this is the place where they shot it right here. I was kind of wondering, I'm like, that couldn't have been a real freeway, right? Because when the fuck did they shoot that? But apparently they shot it right here. According to VFX supervisor Don Lemon, he said, we shot in an abandoned airport runway in Dunsford Aerodrome. So that's where they shot that freeway sequence right there, if you're wondering. Because, yeah, it was like, where the fuck did they shoot that? Is that a real freeway? Did they build a freeway? What happened? Man, Matt Reeves used every little bit of that budget to just fucking create some madness right there. Create some madness. And then speaking of Matt Reeves, apparently Judd Apatow, he tweeted out that he saw the Batman today, or he saw the Batman yesterday, it looks like. Yeah, yesterday. We had a blast. Congratulations to Matt Reeves. I think you've learned a lot more at USC Cinema than I did. And then Matt Reeves said, ha! Thanks, Judd Apatow. I'm so glad you liked it, and you clearly learned plenty at USC or not. Man, you are a brilliant filmmaker. Hope you are well. I always love it when filmmakers compliment each other like that. I'm still waiting for Zack to tweet out his love for the Batman. I really hope that he does, because every trailer that came out, he was like praising the absolute shit out of it. So hopefully he does pretty soon. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, all right. Let's talk about the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern in the SnyderVerse here. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back into the history of this whole thing. I mean, obviously, you know, there's a history lesson, Green Lantern, which I always mispronounce his name. But then, of course, we had Kilowog 2 in that Nightmare little shot as well, which, yes, at one point they were supposed to be. I mean, Toma Ray was going to be in there, as well as Kilowog when it came to the Green Lantern shot that, of course, we got from Mr. Wayne T. Carr right here. But, yes, on Friday, yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the Vodka stream, the opening of it. We've got this beautiful image right here of Wayne T. Carr fully done up as the John Stewart Green Lantern. Absolutely gorgeous shot. And, yeah, it's just kind of crazy. So I just kind of wanted to, go back into the history of all this stuff, because it goes all the way back to BVS. It does go all the way back to BVS when it comes to who could be possibly playing, like, Hal Jordan or whatever, when it, Hal Jordan or John Stewart when it comes to the Snyderverse. Remember Mr. Dan Boyer? Do we remember this? Rumored Green Lantern actor Dan Boyer talks about his secret role in the upcoming Batman vs. Superman film. So I pulled this one up right here, this guy right here, because he was, when he looked at IMDb, he was, it basically said that he is a drone pilot. So a lot of people kind of assumed. He posted an image of him in like an aviator jacket, like a leather aviator kind of jacket. Some people were suspecting those were the days. And then he had this quote right here when he was talking about his character and shooting for this movie. It was awesome. I got there right at the beginning of shooting, and it was crazy because my first day, people were showing me around, and all of a sudden, the Superman suit comes by, and it's giant. It's not something you can hang up. So that was insane. But what I thought was really interesting was that they filmed a lot of it on film, not digital. So a lot of the sets were actually built. So all of a sudden, you're on another planet, literally. Everything is intricate and perfect. You think so much of that is just CGI and post-production, but it was actually there. Yes. Oh, yes, it does appear, but it's kind of an unrecovered thing. The name appears on me at one point. So, yeah. And he kind of leaned into it. I mean, why not? You're an actor. People are assuming that you're playing an iconic character that is Hal Jordan Green Lantern, and he leaned into it. He posted like an image of himself in green and everything like that. So that was the first round of like, oh, is this guy going to be playing Hal Jordan? That was back in the BVS days. Then comes Sam Benjamin. Then comes Sam Benjamin. We remember this right here, where everybody was kind of going, what? What's happening right here? Was Sam Benjamin Hal Jordan in Justice League? And it was all because of this interview right here.
Yeah, someone tweeted me about this just the other day, and he goes, blink if you were in the, he tweeted me, he's like, blink if you were in the Superman versus Justice League fight. Yeah. And I was like, no, I wasn't. But basically, yeah, I filmed a part in it when Zack Snyder was directing. Yeah. So, and obviously a lot of the Zack Snyder stuff was cut. So, yeah, I mean, I had an absolute blast getting directed by Zack Snyder. Yeah. Playing the character in, in the DC, like, movie universe. It was a bit of a dream come true, and I kind of knew.
So yeah, there's all that right there. So then a lot of people were assuming that he was in fact Hal Jordan. Oh, they cut out Hal Jordan. What the hell? How dare they? And then there was just so many people that were actually believing it. It was pretty funny how, I remember when I heard about it, I was like, oh, I guess it's a possibility. But then I found out that it wasn't him, and then there was people that still were very much pushing the fact that Sam Benjamin, and nothing against Sam Benjamin. When you listen to this entire thing that he says that, yes, he was part of a scene that had like a half-hour arc to it, which when you see the movie, it's all about the Superman fight. It's the Superman Heroes Park fight and Star Labs and everything like that. And yes, he's in there for like 1.2 seconds. It's like he's barely there, but he wasn't lying or anything like that. He said what he was a part of, and it was part of that. But people, of course, when it comes to fans and theories and everything, and Reddit and DCU leaks and all that stuff, everybody just kind of ran with it. But there were certain people, one that will remain nameless, who really acted like Charlie Day in one of my DMs, trying to prove to me that very much it was Sam Benjamin who is playing Hal Jordan Green Lantern. It was actually pretty hilarious because I just let it go and go and go. And then I said, yeah, but he's not, because I already knew that he wasn't. And it was kind of funny because then it kind of made me go, oh yeah, I could see the people who are actually trying to be scoopers are not really good with, their information. So, but nothing against Sam Benjamin. Glad to see that he's, still doing his thing, still being in movies, still getting roles and everything like that. He leaned into it as well. He did. When people were like going, hey, are you possibility? And he couldn't say anything. He leaned into it because, hey, guess what? Why not get your name out there somehow? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing against Sam Benjamin. I blame the fans. I blame the fans because it's like sometimes it's like, come on, guys, stop it, really? So then we continue on. And then this is where it got interesting. This is where it got very, very interesting because me and some others were kind of going like, well, what if Ryan Reynolds came back? What if possibly Ryan Reynolds were to come back and be the Hal Jordan Green Lantern? What if that happened? And a lot of people said, no, that would never happen. Why would Zack Snyder do that? It's Sam Benjamin. Or, they just thought it was absolutely ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, THR interviews Zack Snyder, and this happens.
A few weeks ago, people were convinced Ryan Reynolds will be in this as Green Lantern. Did you ever in your wildest dreams think, let's get Ryan in a green screen and do a little cameo?
There was another idea I had for the Green Lantern that wasn't Ryan. And so I thought that if we had gone down this path of Green Lantern, I would have had to have Ryan as the additional Lantern.
Got it. So it could have been maybe he would have been there as well as other lanterns, perhaps.
As well as another lantern that would have been, but that's another story.
Okay.
We live in a society.
So there you go. Then it was revealed that Ryan Reynolds was being considered at one point by Zack Snyder to be his Hal Jordan Green Lantern. And yes, Garza was one of the people. Even though I helped with that, Ben, I helped with that a little bit. Because I always kept hearing, too, that Ryan was still interested to come back as Green Lantern. Years ago. Like, he was always kind of gung-ho to come back. And I don't know if he's still like that. I don't know if that would ever happen. And it was kind of great. And then you have right here, Wonder Meg, when she interviewed Zack a year ago, this is what Zack had to say about this whole thing when she asked him about Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern.
Because I know people online like Grace Randolph and John Garza were talking about it months ago.
Well, don't mention me, Meg.
So
Jeez,
how
whatever.
far did you get into that?
Well, the truth is, we never really talked. And there was a time when, and this was a while ago, where, let's just put it this way. I thought that if there was going to be, so my idea was there were going to be, if possible, there was going to be a Green Lantern in the movie. And I'll talk more about this in the future. I don't want to do it tonight, but there was a Green Lantern in the movie. Spoiler alert, sorry. Then the idea, we started to kick around this idea, like maybe if we brought Ryan in, there could be two Green Lanterns. I mean, we could sort of suggest a little bit more of the core kind of concept. But, anyway, so that was kind of that's the reality. Mm-hmm. But, and it was a fun game to play with Ryan because he's up for it, and I did tweet at him today. I think
that was great.
And I just think that, he's a great sport, and, he's been nothing but, I like that he supported the cause for a long time. And
yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, I know. And he even tweeted that he still has his ring, his Green Lantern ring as well. So just saying, it could work. Could work.
Like, I'm waiting.
Yeah, he's like, come on, man. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Redemption is nigh.
Yeah.
Redemption is nigh. I know. Would be cool to still hear that. And then, of course, when it came to revealing finally who Zack Snyder's Green Lantern was, it was Mr. JoJo right here. Remember this fateful night on April 1st? People might have thought it was an April Fool's joke, but Mr. JoJo Aguilar, yeah, let's say his last name wrong. This was the best experience of my career with Zack Snyder. I've worked a long time by far. He was the most professional, most personable, and coolest. And thank you to Jay Oliva for introducing me to him. Zack's hashtag Snyder Cut, hashtag Restore the SnyderVerse. He tweeted out these drawings right there, and there Mr. John Stewart was. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Who's that guy? Who is that guy? Mr. Wayne T. Carr. All of a sudden came into our lives. Oops, not that. And then there's this right here, Justice Con, the last Justice Con, and Zack talked about him.
About this guy who wears a green suit. And
Hey, there's Meg again.
Yeah, I think you might recognize him, this guy right here. So can you tell us about this guy?
Familiar. So JoJo did that based on the actor that we used when we did the scene. Who did the scene for us was a guy named Wayne T. Carr. And he's an amazing actor, amazingly kind gentleman. And I told him, I said, look, there's a chance that this doesn't make it in the movie. We are shooting it in my driveway. So
Driveway production.
I'm not 100% sure he thought it was real. Legit. Seemed like,
okay.
He's like, you're sure this is? Okay. All right. But so, and he's amazing. And I was talking to him the other day, and he was just excited about, actually he loved the movie, and he was super excited for everyone and the reception the film has gotten, and he couldn't be more gracious. So just a great guy.
How did you meet him?
I met him actually. Ray introduced me to him and said, you should check this guy out. He's awesome. And
which Ray? You did cast two of them.
Ray Fisher. Sorry, all my Rays. The rays of light. No,
they really are.
And so he said, he's done this amazing. He's like a Shakespearean actor. You should see what he's done. And I looked at a bunch of his clips, and then I just talked to him on the phone a bunch of times, and we just talked about what it might be, and he. Just kind of the normal way I like sort of work when I get this intuitive feeling about somebody. And
See, that's the thing about Zack. He just gets a feeling about somebody, and it tends to be really good casting. So then now we got me. Now we got me, who interviewed Wayne T. Carr, and then he talks about the experience of working with Zack and shooting that scene.
It was like a dream, for real. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm sure you know I'm friends with Ray, and he called me out of the blue, which is normal, and he said, "Hey, so there's this thing that may happen. I want to introduce you to someone." And I had no idea what he was talking about, but that's Ray. He's a little suspicious sometimes. And long story short, he introduced me to Zack. He said, Zack is going to call you next week. Sure enough, Zack called me. I'm talking to him. I'm trying to be cool because to me, I was like, this is the dude who did 300. And that kind of like rocked me when it first came out, right? So I was talking to him, playing it cool, and it was a lot of fun. And you know, the conversation wasn't extremely long. It was done. I thought, okay, that was that. Everything is whatever. And then he called me again, and we talked a little bit more. And then it just happened a couple of times. And the next thing I know, he was like, "So I want to do this thing. This is part of my vision, and I wanted to see if you wanted to help me out with that." Absolutely, yes. Yeah. You know, what are you thinking?
What do you have in mind?
I want to bring the Green Lantern to the screen. The Green Lantern, John Stewart. Okay, all right. How are we going to do this? We're in the middle of a pandemic. You know, COVID is rampant.
Yeah.
Like, well, I have a driveway. I'll send you the driveway.
Infamous driveway.
Okay. That crazy. He crazy.
A little bit.
But I went with it, and I was just like, and it wasn't until I actually got to his house that I thought, oh, this is real.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can only imagine what this driveway looks like, because that driveway is becoming historic, because even Harry Lennox, when he came and did his Martian Manhunter stuff, it was in the driveway. Yep. So this is going to be like a landmark. I mean, you know, Zack should have started charging people to see his driveway where magic can actually happen. So he calls you up. Yeah, he calls you up. Shut up, Dave. And you go there. And I think he even made the joke last week when he was talking about it, that he was probably like, he probably didn't think I was serious or something like that. Yeah, see? Then this
of course
response.
Not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course not. I thought he was playing around. I get to his house and I'm just like, okay.
Are we making a fan film, Zack?
I had no idea, and he had it all set up, and I was like, oh, you know, and this is a real thing, and you know, I was just so, you know, I was working on my first major film set, nice. And it was a grand thing, and then that night when I went to Zack's house, it was a grand thing, but it was on a much smaller scale. So I was like, okay, he's really doing this thing, and yeah. It was a trip, man.
Trip. So there you go. So there's Wayne T. Carr right there. Man, this whole history of this. And then, of course, here's the behind the scenes of some of those shots right there. The tennis ball. Infamous tennis ball that is always used in movie making when it comes to look at the tennis ball or something like that. So, yeah, we got these shots right here. Zack posted, of course, the concept art that was supposed to be part of the scene right here, which they did shoot Ben responding to the. I wonder if we'll ever see shots of that, because apparently, you know, of course, they reshot Ben's, you know, Martian Manhunter scene, but at one point they did shoot this scene right here, which was supposed to be, there was not supposed to be just John Stewart. There was a talk about Kilowog and maybe Toma Ray that was going to be with him too, and then of course this while promoting Army of the Dead, Zack of course is just like, yeah, there's a shot right here. Here we go. There it is. There it is. And, of course, more behind the scenes were posted by Wayne T. Carr himself. And then there's like a long shot right there. But, yes, there is the shot right there. That looks absolutely gorgeous. And, man, I tell you what, just a crazy little, there's her right there, which that's my Photoshop. Good thing it wasn't porn. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but, yeah, so there we go right there. And then, you know, when it comes to when it comes to this scene right here, I know some people are like thinking like, okay, is the scene actually fully there? Did they actually complete it? And I'm just gonna say like, no, it's not, because I know some people are like, release the Green Lantern scene, which we're all hoping that, yes, there's an actual scene of this whole thing. We would like that, but if there was a scene released, we would just see the shots of green screen, because we heard the story of how Zack wanted, of course, John Stewart Green Lantern. Warner Brothers didn't want it, so then he went rogue and was like, all right, well, I'm going to shoot it in my driveway. I'm going to put it in there. And then, of course, it got to little, bumping of heads right there when it came to keeping the scene in his Justice League movie. When it came to that. And then he just basically was like, all right, I can't, if they're going to just totally put the movie on the shelf, I'm not going to do that to people. That's what Zack did. That's what Zack said. It was like, yeah, they're going to put it on the shelf, so if I remove it, I'm going to have to remove it. And he did, but they completed at least this shot right here, which he had on his phone for that long. So, I mean, sadly, yes, there's not, I know it sounds like we're back in 2018, 2019 when I said something isn't complete. Oh my God, I said something's not complete. It's not finished. Oh no. And, hey, you could send me through the ringer again. That's perfectly fine. If like, these people want to do that, but yeah, sadly, it's just like, but Scanline, buddies the people who did the VFX, they made that single shot and they made it look absolutely beautiful, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So anyways, so there you go. That's just a little history when it comes to that. Yeah, I know. I don't want the Green Lantern scene. Well, it'd be kind of cool. And I know there's some people, I saw a headline from a certain site that said like, yeah, that they're working on the Green Lantern scene to put it back into the Snyder Cut. And I was like, all right, whatever gets you the clicks, man. That's all I got to say about that. Whatever gets you the clicks. Maybe at one point somebody will, but it's just amazing. You got to really think about it logically. When it comes to a lot of this stuff, you really got to think about it logically. People can't just stop what they're doing to go back and do other things. That's the thing. That's where I just kind of ask people to be like, think about it logically, okay? Specifically, when it comes to the Green Lantern scenes, like think about it logically. The fact that Warner Brothers said, okay, you either take the Green Lantern scene out or we're shelving your entire movie. And Zack said, I don't want to do that. So they completely scrapped it. So why waste a week or two trying to, even though I would love to see how the suit reacts like to the movements and everything. We kind of talked about that on Friday, how it would look, and obviously it would look a lot better than what happened in the Green Lantern film. But, why spend 2 weeks or whatever the hell doing those visual effects? But of course, Zack was like, I have to have at least a complete shot. And he's got that complete shot right in there. But then again, who knows? Maybe if there was somebody that was like, all right, yeah, maybe they did. Maybe there's somebody that was like off to the side completing the visual effects. It'd be pretty cool, but yeah, it's just like you got to think about it logically when it comes to this stuff. I mean, if something happens with the regimen change at Warner Brothers and they're like, hey, let's release the director's cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League and maybe some scenes that were removed get put back in there, like this scene, that would be pretty sweet. But who knows if that's actually going to happen? That would be wishful thinking right there. But yeah, it would be cool to see the entire scene because I want to see how it all looks. But we just got that shot. And it's great, and I love that Wayne T. Carr is, he's having fun with it, all that stuff. So there you go. I know. I hope it'd be awesome if we could see the whole scene one day, and maybe Warner Brothers will just be like, hey, let's put that in there. I would like to see it even without the fucking visual effects, but I know like some people, I think we even talked about that that night with Wayne T. Carr, and Ray Porter showed up, and so did Scott. And we kind of like, he said like, yeah, you don't want to see how the sausage is made, but I'd like to see how the sausage is made sometimes, I think it would be kind of cool, but I get it. All right, now let's talk about another green guy, the Riddler. The Riddler and, oops, I forgot to, let's bring that up right here. So we're going to get the Riddler prequel comic, Riddler Year One. So Matt Reeves is just all in. He's all fucking in. When it comes to doing stuff for for the Batman right here. And here we go. Let's see right there. All right, so Paul Dano's incredible journey with the Riddler isn't over yet. Unmask his new DC Comics comic book, Riddler Year One, this October, and see the Batman only in theaters now. So there we go, guys. We're getting the Riddler Year One, which is pretty cool. I love the fact that we're going to see how he pretty much, I guess, created what he put Batman through and the cops through, Bruce Wayne and all these people. He's going to see his ideas, I guess, come to life. And what's interesting about it is the fact that Paul Dano wrote it. So the actor himself wrote this story. That's awesome. That makes it more personal. I like that. That's pretty damn badass right there. So cool. But yes, new Riddler comic hits stores October. Written by Paul Dano. That's what's really cool about this, is the fact that Paul Dano was like, yeah, I'll write it. Help to it. So that just shows you right there that, yeah, we're definitely not going to see the last of Edward. We're probably going to see him get the, go from Nashton to Enigma. Maybe we'll see that in the sequel, where he changes his name to that, or maybe in the third one. Who knows? But that's just pretty damn badass right there. So there you go, guys. I love that. That is way cool. That is way cool. And the fact that we're getting a Penguin series and then probably a Catwoman series, this Bat universe that Matt Reeves is creating is definitely expanding. And I was actually over the weekend. I don't know if you guys watched Kevin Smith's Fat Man Beyond review of the Batman. I haven't watched the whole thing because it's like 2.5 hours, 3 hours long. But I was watching most of it, him and Mark Bernardin. Mark Bernardin, he's always a little stickler when it comes to this shit. He always has like criticisms where you kind of roll your eyes like, Jesus, Mark. But I love Kevin Smith because he'll counteract it with, but that was fucking cool. This was cool. But Kevin Smith actually brought up a tweet that he saw, and I forgot who actually tweeted it out. And it was like perfect when it came to comparing the Batman to the Dark Knight trilogy, Reeves to Nolan, because a lot of people were doing that, obviously, which is like, yeah, it's just a normal thing. Everybody compares it to the other ones. But apparently the tweet went something like this. He said, Christopher Nolan brought Batman into the real world. Matt Reeves made Batman's world real, or at least try to make Batman's world real. So you see that? I was like, oh, that's pretty perfect to explain the two different, because obviously they were trying to go for that grounded approach, but Nolan really did. I mean, when you watch the trilogy, you really go, yeah, I mean, that seems like it's more real world-esque. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff that happens, but yeah, he brought Batman into the real world. Matt Reeves was like, well, let's just make Batman's world a little bit more real, And when you watch both movies, you're kind of going like, yeah, that nailed it kind of right there. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyways, looking forward to the comic book. I'll definitely be purchasing that book. Big time. Love it. Paul Dano, you crazy bastard. And then speaking of the Batman, we already talked about the box office last week. And so here we go right here. Here's like the full box office. Not last week, yesterday, I should say. I did a little short talking about the Batman right here. But when it came to other movies that came out this weekend, did anybody see this X movie? I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. A24. This movie right here made $4.4 million. I'm sure it didn't even cost that much. But yeah, I didn't get to see it. I want to see it though. Looked very interesting. I heard good things about it. So I'm definitely gonna check it out as soon as it comes out on video. There was no Thursday showing of it anywhere around here last week, sadly. This, I guess, anime is always very strong. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie. This movie made 129. Anime makes so much money internationally. It's crazy. It always boggles my mind when like these anime movies just show up. And they blow the box office wide open. They make so much freaking money right there. Jeez. All right, so some of you guys saw X right there. Yeah, see, I've heard nothing but good things about it, which is great. That's good. So I'm going to have to catch it. Yeah, Kat saw it. Con, you saw it. James, you saw it. BT, you saw it too. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to see it. It's got nudity. That's all I need. What? Just kidding. But yes, as you can see right here, the Batman did, in fact, cross 600 million worldwide. Now, the new box office projections is saying that it's probably going to make 800 to 850 million. Now, it doesn't look like it's actually going to make the $1 billion. I know we were hoping for it. We thought maybe it would have those legs, and it still has a chance. Who knows? But I would say that it would probably have to be probably cross the 700 million mark worldwide. I think China. The fact that China, it's just the lockdowns. It's hard to freaking say China without doing a Trump impression. But yeah, I think the week opening in China, 12.1. I think now it's 12.7 million. That's what kind of affected it. Like a lot of us kind of thought that China was going to give it that little boost, but hopefully, like you're saying right there, Eric, I'm hoping that it does have legs. He's got legs. Yeah. So I don't know. But still, no matter what, this movie's a success. I mean, $200 million production budget. You times it by 2.5. That's pretty much how you're supposed to measure it. It's already making profit right now, and they're already expanding the absolute shit out of the whole universe. So it's okay. It's okay. I hate this whole thing like it has to make $1 billion. I mean, it's always nice to see a movie make $1 billion. These movies. I mean, especially when Joker made $1 billion. Nobody expected Joker to make $1 billion, which was crazy. But yeah. It's kind of funny, though. I mean, you got Joker that makes $1 billion, but not Batman. But again, pandemic, that's really what's probably affecting it the most. So, but it's all good. We're still going to be getting more Batman content in Matt Reeves' universe, and I'm here for it. And then finally, see, that's the Photoshop thing that, I swear it wasn't porn. Guys, I opened up my Photoshop window because I had to make a PNG file of Rachel Zegler. Zegler, is that how you say her name? But anyways, you guys hear about this? The fact that she's not invited to the Academy Awards? Oh, man. So this is like a whole thing right here. I don't even know if I'm saying her. Is her last name Zegler? West Side Story star Rachel Zegler will watch the Academy Awards ceremony at home after not receiving an invite. So this was like a whole thing. I'm sure she's going to end up getting an invite because now that it's made a whole big, thing and people have defended her and whatever the hell. I mean, she's in a movie that's nominated for all these Academy Awards and stuff like that. But she posted on social media, my goodness, folks, appreciate all the support. I really, really do. We live in such an unprecedented times, and a lot of work behind the scenes goes into making movie magic happen. That goes for film productions like this one, blah, blah, blah. She's posted right here, IDK, I have tried it all, but it doesn't seem to be happening. I will root for West Side Story from my couch and proud to have worked with so tirelessly did 3 years ago. I hope some last minute miracle occurs and I can celebrate our film in person, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Thanks to all the shock and outrage. I'm disappointed too, but that's okay. So proud of our movie. So yeah, she's also going to be in Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It's like, and Snow White. So yeah, that was her posting right there. I guess that was supposed to be her dress right there. But yeah, I'm telling you, I mean, she's going to get an invite. I mean, after this, now that it's made headlines, it's on all the fucking trades. She's going to get an invite. But it's just kind of funny because I know there was like some controversy with her. With her responding to people when she got cast as Snow White. She's kind of done some social media things where people kind of went like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? She hasn't exactly, you kind of wonder, did that have something to do with it? But at the same time, you're going, well, hold on, Academy. Are you sure you want to be looked at? And you're not going to invite the star of one of these movies right there? And I mean, it's the Academy. It's the Academy. I mean, what can you say? They're all a bunch of ding-dongs right there. So it's just an award show, Kim. Yeah. There's people. Yeah, seriously, right? Man, now. So it's like, it's just kind of funny how this whole thing was. But it's just like, it is just an award show. I don't think she got nominated, right? I don't remember her getting nominated for an actual award. But it's like, yeah, I didn't think she would. I don't know. But I think she'll live. But I mean, it's like, yeah, you're making a big stink about it on social media. It's like, relax. You were in a big Steven Spielberg movie, even though it didn't really do that well at the box office. First off, it's got nominated. You didn't get nominated. You're about to be in Shazam. You're about to be in Snow White. you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, Rachel. You're fine, okay? If you have to watch it at home like us normies, I think you'll be okay. I think she wrote something too. I'm going to watch it in my sweatpants and my boyfriend's flannel. It's like, well, good for you, okay? Yes, watch it comfortably. You really want to, go there and you're going to be okay. But I'm sure the Academy is going to be like, oh shit, and they're going to send her an invite. But let's relax. Okay? Okay. Anyways, all right. It's fine. But she'll be okay. And I'm sure she's going to get an invite. She'll be fine. Anyways, all right. So let's go to the Twitter questions. Let's go to the Twitter questions and see what you guys have to say on Twitter. If I can find it. Oh, man, that Avatar teaser. That's going to be interesting. That Avatar teaser is going to be very, very interesting. All right. Okay, so Eric, yo, Dave, wasn't Mark Wahlberg also leaning into the idea of being Hal Jordan? I think that was another fan cast too, though. I mean, we saw that image of him, with all the headshots of the other actors and everything, and he was like doing like a flex kind of thing. Remember when he was pretty much campaigning? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he was campaigning for it. He probably wanted to be Hal Jordan. I didn't really like the fact that I didn't want him to be Hal Jordan, to be honest. I didn't. So I was like, nah, I don't want him to be Hal Jordan, to be honest. I like Mark Wahlberg, but I just didn't see him as Hal Jordan. So I think it'll be okay. Ryan, had my first viewing of the Batman yesterday. Amazing how long before we get news of the next installment. Well, the ratalada.com, there's something new that's on there that's kind of teasing something's coming up. So I'm kind of wondering if that's there's going to be something there when it comes to the announcement of the sequel. Possibly. Carrie, what did you eat? What did you get for your breakfast Saturday morning hangover? Oh, yeah. What did I get for breakfast? I got Jack in the Box. I got the Grande Burrito, which I'd never had before, and I thought that sounds good, and it was absolutely delicious. Yeah, that was my breakfast Saturday morning after the live watch of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Do you ever dream that In-N-Out? Will get into the breakfast game? If so, what would their signature breakfast item be? Well, they probably just some kind of breakfast sandwich, animal style. But I don't think they'll ever do a breakfast. In-N-Out has like a basic menu that's always been their structure, and then they have that secret menu. So maybe it would be on the secret menu, but they open up at like 10, 11. They don't ever open up that early. So humans don't deserve dogs. Dog left at animal shelter because owners thought he was gay. Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord. Was this in Florida? Zing. Anyways. That's crazy. That's a crazy headline there, Jacob. Rosemary, did you try the pizza Casual Batman ate? Was it really sucky, or is he a picky motherfucker? It's actually pretty good. I've had it a few times. The Batman pizza. It's not bad. I mean, it just seemed like the one I had some weird things on it, and trying to eat it for like a half an hour, it starts getting room temperature. So, and then the fact that you just get full, I mean, it's so much bread. So much freaking bread. Soups Kenobi. If there's any piece of SnyderVerse content that will be released after the merger, it'll be Justice Gray on home media. Yes, hopefully, right? The current regime said no to it happening, but I don't see why Zaslav and co. would refuse it. Hopefully, it'll help include the Green Lantern scene as deleted scene. Yeah. Did they finish it? So to get somebody to finish that thing. Futuro. Do you think the Green Lantern HBO series will be canceled by Discovery? No. I don't think it will be. I really don't. Mr. Andrew Casali, if you were to rewatch any of these 3 Batman films, which one would it be and why? I would say Mask of the Phantasm. Yes. One, I think that has... I would want to rewatch all of them, but I would pick Mask of the Phantasm, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Captain Gator Girl, Nicole. Hey, Dave, not a question, but I just wanted to let you know that I think you're adorable drunk. All right, I'm an adorable drunk, according to Captain Gator Girl, so thank you. So is Scott, though. Scott, I just want to hug him when he's drunk. You know, we've seen it twice. Big time drunk Scott, and I love that guy. He's also adorable as a drunk. Ronak, the next Godzilla vs. Kong movie should take place on Mars. Godzilla vs. Kong, Dawn of the Monsters, that would be awesome. Maybe they will. I just don't know if it's going to be versus each other, or maybe there'll still be something. I don't know. Tet. Hey, Dave, I've grown up with Batman, and I've always found the Nolan movies a little boringly realistic. Well, just like what I said in that tweet, he did try to put Batman very much in the real world. Matt Reeves tried to make Batman's world real, which I love. That is like perfectly describes both of their takes. I feel Reeves and Nolan's Batman is not so far removed from the comic book Batman that has become stale. Do you think Warner Brothers is scared to leave Gotham? Well, they don't want to leave Gotham. I think, it's just kind of funny because, there's just the different takes. I think what Zack and Ben wanted to do was Zack, when it came to BVS and Chris Terrio, they wanted to ground him. There's very much a lot of grounding happening, but when it comes to Zack, he makes it still very much comic booky, how many shots can you look at that from Zack's movies that are straight ripped from a comic book panel? So as much as he grounds like the story, it's like Zack kind of grounds the story in reality, but everything's still very fantastical and everything. So I think that's what Zack did. It was like he has a grounded story, but the every scene is pretty damn fantastical. RJ, Mr. Resonant Justice. Who would you cast to voice Kilowog and Toma Ray for the future Green Lantern stuff? Man, I don't know. I all I'm hearing is like Michael Clark Duncan's voice. May he rest in peace. I don't know. It's a good question. You want that kind of you want like an actor who's big and has that kind of voice. You think about it like a Dave Bautista, but he's already doing so much when it comes to everything as a Kilowog. I don't know. That's a good question. Put on the spot right there. I don't know. I'd be trying to think of like just not John Cena. He's in too much of fucking things right now. Gary, is Wayne Manor in the Batman? Saw the fire burning in the tower, the scene where Alfred is bombed. Wayne Manor, technically it kind of is when they go to that when they kind of revisit the boys' home that was on the Wayne estate. So that was technically kind of Wayne Manor, but maybe not so much. But yeah, that was kind of confusing myself when I first watched it. I was like, oh wait, so he lives in a tower in Gotham City. He doesn't live in Wayne Manor. Interesting. So, but then they go to the Wayne Estate, which was technically kind of like that. Hey, Ving Rhames, that's a good one right there. I like that. Renzo. Already looked at that. All right. I know it won't probably happen, but how cool would it be if the final thing on ratalada.com was a sequel announcement that would reveal the release date and the villain? That would be pretty sweet. That would be sweet. We'll see what happens with that. So, I don't know if I should scroll down anymore. Okay? Yeah, I'm not going to because who knows what the fuck I'm going to see right here. I'm glad I didn't fully open up this tweet right here. I just see somebody posing, and judging by the second image, there's going to be some butt cheeks or something. Not going to do it. But thank you. Thank you. Robert Pattinson is my mom. All right, now that I'm not... No, okay, it was fine. It was fine. She's just wearing Black Widow's jumpsuit. She's in Black Widow's jumpsuit. We're good. Okay. Jesus Christ. Sometimes you gotta watch that stuff. My God. Man, that is crazy. That was funny. I was like, oh boy, what the hell? What are you guys sending me right there? But yes, it's okay. But I just was a little nervous. But yeah, she's wearing, she's totally Black Widowed out. She looks good. She looks good. But yeah, doing the butt, the sticking of the butt out pose kind of. Is that what her name is? Taya Miller? That's who that is? Taya Miller. Yeah, apparently that's who that is, according to Jose. So there you go. If you want to look it up, look her up, or look in my responses to Twitter questions, you crazy people, you. Anyways, all right, guys, that's all we got for today's show. Thank you very much. Been a lot of fun talking some Green Lantern and everything else. You guys are awesome. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. And, yeah, do all that. Make sure you subscribe, notification bell, become a member if you want to help out the pirate about that. We do a members-only post-show stream every Tuesday. And then, of course, you got the Patreon, which I'm trying to put more exclusive stuff on there. More stuff will be coming, of course, and all that. And then, of course, we got the merchandise down below, all that. Make sure you check out Casual Batman's review of the Batman while eating a Batman pizza. All great and fun stuff. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same Junkie time, same Junkie channel. Talk to you guys later.